Los Angeles Unified School District, you are really messing with my mental health. You keep using this government code, section 7927.700, to respond to my many Public Records Act requests. Personally, I don't think you're going to get away with this if I keep pushing. Yeah, we can take this to court if we have to. That's absolutely fine. But I really need to think about my mental health. I've been working on my mental health for quite some time now. And one of the things that I've learned is to forgive and, just try to love your fellow man. So I'm going to try to not, I'm going to try really hard to not take this personal from you guys. And I'm going to try to forgive you guys. It's not going to pull me from the fight. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep giving you resistance. I'm not going to let up. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to stop. But I do want to try to, I've been finding myself more edgy lately because of you guys and what you're doing. And, I don't want to live like that. I want us to be able to deal with this little war of ours and in the best light possible. So here goes my attempt to give myself a little bit of like a relief. Los Angeles Unified School District. I I love you guys. I love you. You guys are humans, and we all deserve love, right? And yeah, I love you. And I forgive you. Well, I take that back. Sorry. I'm going to try to forgive you one day. Maybe not right now. Sometimes forgiveness takes a while, right? But yeah, I'm going to just try to love you as much as I can, because I've been on a journey to just love my fellow man. So yeah, I love you guys. I love you guys. Having said that, yeah, so you guys keep trying to protect yourselves, protect your chief, protect your special education coordinators using our California Government Code, section 7927.700. So I did some research and I found out a few things that I wanted to share with my audience and you guys too, because I already sent this to you guys today, this morning, in response to your denial for records that I think benefits the public. So here goes. Public agencies like LAUSD cannot lawfully deny records or simply by labeling them personnel files. Under California law, the personnel exemption, Government Code 7927.700, is narrowly limited to protecting truly private matters, intimate details of family, like I stated in my other video, personal life, not business judgments, and relationships. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Braun versus City of Taft, which happened in 1984. And I will share with you guys any court documents you guys request, or you can just Google it. Courts require agencies to apply a case-by-case balancing test, which you have not done, weighing privacy against the public's right to know International Federation of Professional Engineers, Local 21 versus Superior Court, 2007. There's another one. Let's see. And records may only be withheld where there is a clear overbalance in favor of secrecy. And another case, CSU Fresno Inc. versus Superior Court in 2001. Information about the qualifications, credentials, and job performance of public employees, especially those serving students in special education, is a matter of strong public interest and is generally subject to disclosure, with only narrow redactions permitted. blanket denials without specific justification, like the ones that you guys are doing, violate both the letter and spirit of the California Public Records Act. Are you guys, LAUSD, pro violating the spirit of the California Public Records Act? Well, we're going to see, because I just made another Public Records Act request this morning, 2 of them actually. And I requested records showing us how many times you guys have been sued for documents when you guys have denied the public documents. And I want to know in detail what those court cases were. So I think they hit close to home, especially here in Southgate, especially. So I want to talk about those 3 court cases that this little paragraph referenced. Number 1, Braun versus the City of Taft. What the case was about: a newspaper requested records about a public employee. The city tried withholding them by claiming they were part of the personnel file. What the court said. So this is what the court said. This case was in 1984. The court rejected the idea that everything in a personnel file is automatically private. The famous line: the exemption protects intimate details of family and personal life, not business judgments and relationships. Why this helps us. Qualifications, credentials, training equals not intimate personal info. I said that in my last video. But maybe what you can do, LAUSD, I'll give you some advice now that, you know, I love you and hopefully you love me, is look up Braun versus the City of Taft and see what the, Superior Court said. I'm telling you right now what they said, but if you want to look at it for yourself, also I sent this to you, so that hopefully that makes it easier for you. So, number 2, they referenced International Federation of Professional Engineers versus Superior Court. What the case was about: a union requested salary and employment-related data for public employees. What the court said: the California Supreme Court confirmed, you must do a balancing test. I just requested a balancing test in response to your denial, to your, hey, we are exempt because we can be exempt because our California Government Code 7927.700 states that we have to outweigh the public's best interest. You didn't say we are exempt because we performed a balancing test and it actually is in the better interest of the public if we don't release those documents that you're requesting. No, you just referenced the California Code that states that you can exempt, you can deny our request to receive public information if you determine that the public's best interest is to withhold that information. You see what I'm saying, my public? So you've not performed that. When I emailed you and said, hey, well, go ahead and give me that information. When did you run that balancing test? Like, cough it up. You responded by saying, we have given you our government code and this matter has been closed. That's okay. That's okay. I love you guys. It's okay. I did already. Sorry. I just did. I made another PRA request. Don't worry. We can start all over. We can start all over. This seems excessive to me. I don't feel like you guys love me because you guys are, it feels in my heart like you guys want to wear me down like you did in 2019. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and just say that you probably made a mistake. You probably are not 100% familiar with that government code. I just requested information of how many times you guys have been sued denying public records using that government code. So I'll know a little bit more when I receive those records, assuming you don't once again use that code to not give me those records because you think it's in the best interest of the public for you to not release those records. But we'll see. We'll see. So, International Federation of Professional Engineers versus okay, so you must do a balancing test. Employee privacy versus public interest in disclosures. That's the balancing test, okay? Employee privacy versus public interest in disclosure. That's the balancing test. Why this helps us, the little people. LAUSD can't just cite privacy and stop there. They can't. They must explain why privacy outweighs public interest. Now remember, of course, his personal, like very intimate, his dog's name, yes, that's okay. Keep that private. Keep that private. Don't worry. We the public do not want to know that. We just want to know a little bit more about his credentials. Is he qualified to sign off on closing a very important class setting that we the public feel will affect our special needs children? Is he qualified to sign off on that, or to give the authority to Yolanda Bueno or Eric Simarusti to sign off on that? Okay, I want to know how qualified this person is. They must, you guys must, but this is what they told these guys in court, the employers. The employers must explain why privacy outweighs public interest, and they must do it specifically for each category of records. If they don't, they're not complying with the law. Yeah, out of compliance with our state and federal laws. Yeah, who would do that? Who would be out of compliance with our state and federal laws, especially when it comes to special needs children and their families, special needs children who are vulnerable and families who are vulnerable? I don't know. Only, in my opinion, a complete monster would do that. What do you think, Mr. Anthony Aguilar? I called you for the 5th time this morning. You don't think it's time for us to talk? Number 3, CSU Fresno Association versus our Superior Court. What the case was about: a dispute over releasing faculty-related records from a public university. What the court said: this case raised the bar. Good for you. Records can only be withheld if there is a clear overbalance in favor of confidentiality, not just a slight preference, clear overbalance. Why this helps us? This is huge. It means default equals disclosure. They must prove privacy clearly outweighs public interest. If they didn't explain that clearly, their denial is weak. Yeah, weak denials. Hey, LAUSD, as a friend, I'm here to tell you that your denials are weak. They're weak. Very, very weak. It's incredible though. You guys still did it. You guys still hit send. Your paralegal, let me see. Let me give you guys his, out of respect, I will give you his actual title. Christopher Harris, senior paralegal. The senior paralegal in the Los Angeles Unified School District Office of General Counsel. He's the one that hit send on that return for my request. How did you do that? It's incredible. We now have documentation. And why? Well, I'll do more research. I want to see these cases like in detail. I want to read. I love to read. Maybe now that, we're cool, LAUSD, I do want you to know something about me. I love to read. I really do. So I'm going to go ahead and take a good look at these cases. I'm very curious to know what their lawyers claimed versus, the good guy lawyers. And see if you guys fall into, behaviors like that. I think it's important for the public to know. I want you to know that I'm here for the little people, especially here in my city, Southgate, and the special needs community. I'm here for you guys. Please send me prayers. This is really tough. It's time consuming. As of right now, I'm just trying to do this all on my own because I don't want to give this burden to anyone else. It's heavy. It's heavy to carry. It's heavy to wake up knowing that you have to fight. It's heavy. It's heavy for me. I don't like to fight. I don't like to fight. I like everyone to be happy and in a good place with each other and forgiving and loving. And so that's why, I thought, I'm going to have to learn how to love these guys, even if they're, engaging in non-preferred behaviors, in behaviors that can cause, a family quite a bit of harm. So yeah, that's a little continuation of our fight.